Hi everybody, my name is Cassie Crecelius. I am the Upward Director here at Green Tree Christian Church. I am here to demonstrate and explain our Upward wristband and substitution system that we use. This is specific to our program, so a lot of people may be new to this system if you have coached with another program before. So I just wanted to give us an example and do some explanation of what our rules are. So I'm going to show a demonstration based on a team that has 7 players. Remember, we have 3 for the younger kids that use the wristbands. We have 3 6-minute periods per half. So this would be first half, this would be second half. So I'm starting off as if I was doing it based on week 1. So week 1, you start with player 1. Week 2, you start with player 2. Week 3, you start with player 3, so on. So the first thing that you need to make sure that you do before you're able to do any of this is to make sure your players are ranked based on skill. So your top player should be player 1 and your lowest player should be player 7 or however many players that you have on your team. You are able to do this through your coach's portal or you're able to just do it on paper. And you can make adjustments however you see fit based on your team. So for player 1, so if I'm going to have 4 players on the court, this is just for this demonstration. If I have 4 players on the court at a time, I'm starting with player 1, count 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 4 players I should have on the court for period 1. For the next period, I go and I start where I left off. So I have 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to head back to the top 4. For period 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, I started where I left off. For the next half, I'm going to start where I left off again. 1, 2, head back up to the top. 3, 4. The next period, 1, 2, 3, 4. And my last period, I'm going to start at the bottom 1 and head back up to the top. 2, 3, 4. Now these are all the players that should be out on the court during each period. So this would be just for week 1. Remember, for week 2, we would start with player 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and you would make adjustments, so on. So now I'm going to talk about which players should be which wristband. Remember, we have already ranked our players from the top player to the lowest player. Your top player on the field or on the court should always have a black wristband. So for week 1, we have black wristband first. Remember, this goes in alphabetical order. So black wristband, blue, then green, then red. And if you have 5 wristbands, your white wristband would be the last one. So black, blue, green, red, just based on who is on the court. Then for the next one, we always start at the top with the black wristband. Black, blue, green, red. I'm going to fill these in for the rest of the game. Remember, we're starting at the very top. Black, blue, green, red. Black, starting at the top. Blue, green, red. Black, blue, green, red. And for the last period, black, blue, green, red. Notice that the player 7 never has any other color wristband other than red. Player 1 never has any other wristband color other than black. Now there's a little bit of variation just based on who is on the court at the time. In period 5, player 3 has the black wristband, but that's because they're the top player on the court at that time. This may adjust if you have a different number of players, if you're playing 5-on-5. So if you have any other questions of how to adjust this to your team, please let me know. I would be happy to help you on game day to make your plan to adjust it if you're missing a player, however you need. But please make sure that you are following this system. This does not work unless all of the coaches are following this system. If you're rotating all of your players through all of the wristbands, that's not the correct way how to do it. Please make sure you're following this system. Thank you.